Yeah. See, I got me an idea, and I'ma put it to work, and I'ma gauge my progress by the sign of the word. Now I ain't yet a success, but yes, the word that I stress, cause by the time you hear the CD, count the steps that I've left.
Here we go again. Same old stuff again. That's right. Here we go again. It's another Monday. It's another opportunity to make everything phenomenal. We're going to jumpstart this week off right? No. We do not have a case of the Mondays. Unless you talking about the case of the Mondays is the case to make the rest of the week fantastic and phenomenal, right? You know why? Because you deserve it, right? Some of y'all sitting here thinking, no, maybe I don't understand this guy just super energetic for a Monday. All right, fine, okay? But you do deserve it. You deserve to be phenomenal. You deserve to feel phenomenal, right? You deserve phenomenal things. You deserve phenomenal memories, experience, belief system. You deserve phenomenal love. You deserve it all. Mediocrity, that meh of life, that ain't for you, okay? Because we are amazing. We got that watch me make it happen inside of us, all right? So let's get it going. I'm talking to both sides of the house today, right? I'm talking about those of you who already have achieved and attained some kind of level of success, right? And I'm talking to y'all who maybe y'all haven't really achieved anywhere near the measure of success that you think that you should have or that you know that you should have, right? The word phenomenal probably ain't even in your vocabulary right now. You're sitting here like, dag, man, I've been trying for so long and just, it ain't happening, okay? I'm talking to both sides of you guys right now, right? Because what we're doing is we talking about a life fulfilled, right? A life of fulfillment, all right? Because I'm telling you, if you guys are watching this video, right, there's a reason why you here, right? We kind of got the same kind of frame of mind in this. You see what I'm saying? We have that watch me make it happen in us, right? So we're going to talk about what that it is. We're going to talk about what exactly it means to have a life fulfilled. Maybe you already got that money you was looking for, right? You good right now. Maybe you got the job you was looking for. Maybe you self-employed. You an entrepreneur, right? One of the two, whatever it is, okay? You have achieved and attained a certain level of success that you're good with, right? But yet there's something inside of you that you left wanting. Okay, we're gonna talk about that side, or maybe you're on this side, right? And you just keep grinding it out, and every day you waking it up, and you waking yourself up, and you doing the work, and you getting right with God, and you doing what you're supposed to do. You're like, man, I'm doing it all, and yet it's still not happening, right? I got all this potential, and it's not actualizing itself. Let me tell you something. I got a deep relationship with that word potential, okay? Because I felt like my potential just wasn't happening. Since I was, young, all right, in my teens, even before that, everybody, oh man, this kid right here, he's got so much potential. And I felt it at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna do it. And you know, I'm telling you, that potential took a long time. I remember talking to my father. I was like, "Pa, everybody always telling me how much potential I had." And like, you see what I'm saying? And he said, son, it's just that your potential hasn't actualized itself yet, right? And I took that, you know what I'm saying? But I also knew that I had to do something to actualize it. The potential that was there wasn't just going to actualize itself. I needed to realize that potential and do something, that's right, to make it happen. So maybe you was like me and you was just grinding out. And every time you tried to get up, you just got knocked right back down. I got up 8 times and I just got knocked back down, right? I'm telling you right now, get up one more time. Get up one more time. Okay, there's that rule of one more. See what I'm saying? You get knocked down 8, get up 9. You get knocked down 9, get up 10. So check this out. Like I said, we're dealing with both sides of the house. For those of you who have achieved some things, and for those of you who feel like there's way more to go, right? And you don't really have that long of a list of successes. Okay, that's because what it is that you're looking for isn't that job. What it is that you're looking for isn't that certain amount of money. Okay, because if you're watching this video, like I said, you got that watch me make it happen inside of you. It's in you. It's something, okay? Because once you reach a goal, once you get that little bit of success, or once you reach maybe that large bit of success, you know, I'm a business owner now, right? Or I'm self-employed, or I got people working for me, or I got my wife, or I got my kids, or I got that beautiful house, and you're like, dang, you already set another goal. You're right. Because the it is constantly changing, and watch me make it happen. It's constantly changing. Once you achieve that it, once it's in there, you got it in the bag. You just made another it. And it's up to you to make it happen. I got a few pointers for you. Don't make your destination be the it. Because it's not the it. Your destination is not it. Like I said, that it is constantly changing, so it can't be the destination. It's the path that leads to that destination. That's the it, right? It's that grinding it out. It is that getting knocked down 8 times, trying to reach that destination and getting up that 9th time and finally reaching that destination. You don't believe me? We just finished talking about it. It's how many times have you made a goal and you're like, this is it. This is what I want. I need to make this amount of money. Or man, if I can just get that house, that would be perfect for us. If I can live in that neighborhood, that'd be cool. Or maybe it ain't even that. Maybe it's the trajectory, right? If I can just get out of this situation, I'd be good. I'd be able to move forward, right? And then no sooner do you get that, but now all of a sudden you got a totally different destination. You see what I'm saying? So you can't make the destination be your it because you will constantly be left wanting. But if you make that ride, if you make the journey, if you make the process be your it, well then now you're going to be feeling fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? Because every time that you reach another destination and every time that you create another it, every time you create another ending point, you're going to be enjoying the fact that you get to start another ride all over again, right? It's funny because my daughter, right, she can't talk too well, but she knows the word ride, right? And every time she starts seeing me put my boots on, and when I start putting on her shoes and her little coat, she's like, ride, 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 right? And yes, we're going to go for a ride. She enjoys the ride. To tell you the truth, 99.9% of the time, she don't even know what the destination is, right? And most of the time, I'll tell you what, we don't know what the destination is. That's why the destination can't be the it. The it is the ride. Ride? Heck yeah, that's what it is that we're doing. We're going to ride. We're going to ride it out. We're going to grind it out. We're going to put in that work, right? Because once we reach whatever destination it is, we're going to go to another destination. And we're going to go to another destination. And it doesn't matter if we know where the final destination is, as long as that we got little steps and landmarks and milestones along the way so that we can hit them. Ride. Let's go for that ride, right? That's step 1. Don't make the destination be your it because that is constantly changing. It's the ride. And that ride can end up being bumpy, right? But you got to, again, continue with the process. Just like we spoke about last week, we are that blade of grass. If you didn't get the analogy, I'm going to spell it out for you right now. We are that blade of grass. We understand the process, right? And even if we don't understand the process 100%, we understand that we need to water it. We understand that we need to put it in the sunlight and it needs to get sunlight. What is the proper amount of sunlight? I don't know what the proper amount of sunlight is, but I need to put it in the sun. What is the proper amount of water that it needs? I don't know what the proper amount of water I need is, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure I water it, right? Because eventually, that if I continue the process and I have some trial and errors, maybe I have to sow another seed in there because that one didn't grow and I'm going to learn from what I did before, right? That's getting knocked down and getting up another time. But eventually, I'm going to be that blade of grass that pops right out through the pops right out through the dirt because that's part of the process. That's the ride. Don't make the destination be your it. Number 2. It ain't gotta be perfect, man. Stop striving for perfection. You can try to get it right and know you're gonna get it right, but don't get hung up on that word perfection, okay? I'm gonna use myself as the example, okay? I've been doing these videos and I know they're not perfect. I understand that. To tell you the truth, every time I see it, I think to myself, maybe I should erase it and do it again. Maybe I should edit it this way. And now I'm not doing that because I want you to see how real this is. You see what I'm saying? I want you to understand that I'm going through a process too. Now, yeah, you know what? I can point to a lot of successes that I've had. Okay, I'm in a lot better place today than I am even 5 years, 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm going to talk about my father quite a lot because, well, you know, inspiration, right? He told me he said, son, the last 6, 7 years, the winds have been in your favor. Yes, they have, okay? But let me tell you something about before those 7 to 10 years that the winds have been in my favor. I've made a lot. Look at me. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've taken a lot of missteps. I've taken lefts when I should have gone right. I've gone right when I should have taken left. Tell you the truth, I've gone forward when I should have turned any direction, okay? So I'm not sitting here trying to say that I'm perfect. For those of you who know me, y'all know some of the mistakes that I've made. And as we continue with this, we can maybe talk about some of them in greater detail so that I can drive home some points. But right now, I want you to know that perfection is not the goal either, right? I mean, if you watch the first few videos that I was just posting on Facebook and Instagram, you could see, man, there's a lot of things he could have done better there, right? Even with this video right now, you probably looking at it and saying, yo, you know what? If I was this videographer, I'd have done boop, 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 boop. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Okay, you want to video this from me? Let me know. Hit me up, right? But in the meantime, I got it, right? And every time I'm going to do it a little bit better. You see what I'm saying? Everything that I'm doing, I'm going to do a little bit better. Hopefully I can refine my message better. I can drive my points home a little bit better. The canvas can be a little bit better, right? So you don't see shadows behind me. That can be a little bit better. I can get better, right? And then by virtue of my message getting better, of the video getting better, of my delivery getting better, of me getting better, then you get better. And then the whole assignment, right, of perpetuating positivity actualizes itself even better. Did I say that right? There was a mistake. The assignment of perpetuating positivity actualizes itself even better. And we can do it together. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Don't make the destination be your it, and stop chasing perfection. The next thing I'm going to talk about is changing your expectations to appreciation, right? I expected to get this raise. I expected to get this job. You know what? I expected my wife to appreciate what it is that I did more. Cut that out, right? And change that expectation to appreciation. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate that I actually have a job right now. I appreciate that I'm actually getting paid this much right now. I'm not saying I'm satisfied. I got that watch me make it happen in me. I'm not going to be satisfied. Not as far as that goes, right? Because I always got another it. I always got another path to take. I always got another ride I'm going to take. You see what I'm saying? But yet I appreciate where I'm at. I have a good understanding where I'm at. I have a plan or a goal, a trajectory which I've set, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to follow that path, right? And I appreciate it. I appreciate that I have a wife. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate that she's with me. I appreciate that she fulfills me. I appreciate that I have children. I appreciate that you know what, they take a lot of the things that they have for granted. I appreciate it because they have certain things that I didn't have, right? I'm not expecting for them to look at me and be like, hey, thanks, Pa, for making me my breakfast this morning, or thanks, Pa, for making sure I have a coat this winter, or something like that. That ain't it. I don't expect that. Okay, I appreciate that they have. And that appreciation goes for yourself as well. You need to love yourself. Yes, man, you heard me. I said you need to love yourself. That probably how you just talking about your wife and kids, and you talking about you need to love yourself? Yes, you need to love yourself, okay? And you need to treat yourself like you love yourself, right? Every once in a while, I got my wife or a friend of mine, whoever, right? They sit here and they start talking negative about themselves. Oh, you know what? I can't do this because, or you know what? As figures this happened. No. And immediately I find myself saying something positive about them. You know what I mean? Saying something that is good about them. And listen, I ain't lying. I ain't lying about what it is that I think is positive about them. I'm not lying about what it is that I think is good about them, right? I love them. Whether if it's my wife, a good friend of mine, my kids, my parent, like whatever it is, brothers and sisters, I do. So I see the positive in them, right? And because I love them, that's the reason why I can come right off the top and be like, nah, this, that about you. Nah, this, that about you. You see what I'm saying? And I don't allow the negativity to linger. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you about my father again, right? When I was young, right? And I think we've all done this. I think, well, my opinion, I believe that we've all done this, okay? If not, a great majority of us have. What I'm about to say is when I was younger, I used to make, you know, a little mistake, right? A careless mistake, right? Something that I did without even thinking, or I assumed something real quick, and then I quickly realized, you know, what would I say? Oh, I'm stupid. I did. Oh man, I'm stupid. Oh man, I can't. I'm a loser, you know. And my father used to jump in and he used to be like, no, son, don't talk to yourself like that, you know. And I was like, nah, Pa. I mean, I know I'm not stupid, Pa. You know what I mean? I get it. I'm just saying I did something stupid. And he goes, no. And he would change those words up to careless, right? Or maybe silly, or you didn't think it through all the way, or something like that. And he told me, you know, son, your body, your mind listens to the way you speak to it, right? If you know my father, you know what I'm saying, right? But he was right. You see what I'm saying? Is that your body doesn't necessarily understand the difference between a joke or something serious, especially if you're repeating it in a consistent manner where it's almost like an incantation, right? The more you call yourself stupid, your body and your mind, your being, whatever it is that you are, right, starts to believe what it is that you're saying. Listen, I'm telling you right now, that's one of the reasons why I created Watch Me Make It Happen, because I was not about to start singing the same song of too many people in the world of saying you can't do this because of that, or you'll never be able to do this because of that, or in the position that you're in, that's not going to happen because of whatever. Nah, you know what? Watch me make it happen. Watch me make it happen. And the more I said that, the more I said it, the more my whatever, my being, my mind, my heart, my spirit, my soul, my whatever, it started to believe that yes, you can make things happen. You can make it happen. And it got to the point where I would say, watch me make it happen so many times that even people around me would believe that I can make it happen. People like, yo, Pablo, I don't know how he does it, but he be getting blah, 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 right? You know, a friend of mine even told me he got way more education than me. I mean, he traveled the world, all that stuff, right? And he looked at me one time and he was like, yo, I don't know how you are where you are in life right now. I mean, you know, I did X amount of years more college than you, right? I did this, that, the other thing. And, you know, he was my boy, right? I mean, somebody can easily take that as a diss, right? But he was my boy, and we speak for real to each other, right? And I took that and I was like, yeah, but you know what, man? It's because I make it happen. You see what I'm saying? I could have said, man, me neither. I have no idea. I'm lucky. Nah, it ain't about luck, right? It's faith, right? It's faith. And then it's that watch me make it happen inside of me. Because I stopped saying, oh, man, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, man, there's no way I'll be able to do that. I looked at things dead in the face that in my mind originally, I was like, woo, that's going to be tough. I said, no, watch me make it happen, right? I remember one time in the military in basic training, we was climbing this, we did this, I don't know what it was called, but it was this ladder and the rungs got farther and farther and farther apart. And I'm scared of heights. You see what I'm saying? I've done a lot of things and I continue to do a lot of things up high, right? But I'm scared of heights, to tell you the truth be told, you know what I'm saying? And I'm climbing up and I start getting up and the drill sergeant's like, come on, Rivera. And I'm looking up like, woo, I'm going super slow, right? And he goes, what's the matter, Rivera? You scared? And I looked up, I was like, yes, drill sergeant. And he was like, well, then get off my obstacle. And I tell you what, man, everything inside of me was saying, yep, there's the answer. Go ahead and get off the obstacle. And I was like, no, drill sergeant, because I was like, watch me make it happen. Yes, I'm scared. Yes, I think I'm going to fall off this. I don't know how many feet ladder this is, you know what I'm saying? And some people did, and they got broke. I'm telling you, they hit a couple rungs on the way. But I was like, watch me make it happen. I had it in me, and guess what? I didn't fall. I was scared, but I didn't fall. I kept on moving forward, and I made it happen because I had that positive self-talk in me. I loved myself. I believed in myself. And I'm telling you, some of y'all end up talking and believing better about people who you love and than you talk about yourself. And what I'm saying is don't stop talking about them in a positive way. Don't stop looking at them in a positive way, but you need to take yourself and put them in that same category of somebody that you love and start talking about them in the same exact way. For a while, for a long time, it was like 50-50 with me, right? People who knew Pablo Rivera, they were either like, yo, man, I love that dude, you know what I'm saying? And the other half was like, forget him. Get him out of here. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, I was young, man. I'm not gonna sit there and say I was young and dumb, but I was young and I was making some mistakes. I was doing some things that today I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It was 50-50 with me. I tell you what, a lot of my boys, girlfriends or their wives, or sometimes even their moms, they some of them didn't like me. You know what I mean? And I can't necessarily say that they were entirely wrong with the reasons why they didn't like me. You see what I'm saying? Because they used to be like, oh, that Pablo dude, he's going for self all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't say they was entirely wrong. You see what I mean? So check this out. Is I would look to my left, I would look to my right, and they were my boys. I'm telling you, I'm not dissing none of them. They'll tell you this to this day, all right? But I didn't see none of them taking action to get out of the situation that we were in. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, somebody's got to do something. And I figured, that's me. I'm going to make it happen. So a lot of times when you're looking at somebody who's like, I'm taking this upon myself, I'm going to make it happen, right? You look at them, oh, selfish, self-centered, egotistical, right? Whatever it is. And you know what? When you start really grinding hard and you start trying to change your place in life, people are going to look at you in the same way. And that's why it's important for you to love yourself, right? But check it. Like I said, they weren't entirely wrong, which means that a great portion of what it was that they had as an opinion of me was indeed wrong. The reason why I was trying to get up out of there is because how are we going to get all of us out unless somebody gets out? And since I looked to my left and looked to my right and I didn't see nobody really doing what needed to be done in order to get out, I said, I got it. And I got out, right? Now, check it out. One last step that a lot of people don't do is that I turned back around and I put my hand down and I started helping my boys out. Now, I lost a lot of people in that process, okay? Some people don't really talk to me today because of it, right? Or for whatever other reasons, right? Their perception of what it is they felt like I was doing. But I got a few that are still right there with me. You see what I'm saying? When I went to college, as soon as I went to college, every semester after I went to college, I had another one of my boys going in there as well. You see what I'm saying? I joined the military because one of my boys told me that the situation that I was in life, the military was probably going to be the best thing for me at the time. And I was like, no, man, the military ain't a place for me. But the more we would talk about it, the more we would have these heart-to-heart conversations, right? I said, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. And I tell you, that was another turning point in my life, right? And then guess what? Right after I joined the military, another one of my boys joined the military. He's super successful in the military right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sit here and I'm not a recruiter. I'm not telling you that the military is for you. I'm not a college a recruiter. I'm not telling you that you should go to college. But what I am saying is you need to be able to find whatever it is that you're going to do and then go do it and enjoy the ride while you're doing it. Get out of where you're at. It's not about being self-centered. It's not about being arrogant about yourself. It's not about who does he think he is or who does she think she is, right? Do it. It's about you because these are your actions and what you're doing. Why? Because you love yourself, okay? It don't matter who else loves you. Make sure you love yourself. I love me, right? Tell you the truth, I love you, right? So now it's time for you to love yourself and treat yourself accordingly. I appreciate me. See what I'm saying? I appreciate me, my successes. Heck yeah, it's easy to appreciate your successes. But I also appreciate my failures, right? Why? People say, they get specific. Yo, Pablo, now that you are where you are, wouldn't you have gone back and not wanted to do this? Or wouldn't you go back in time and not do this? I'll tell you what. First of all, I don't necessarily think that's possible. I don't know if it'll ever be possible, right? I'll probably have some quantum physics people telling me something different, right? But y'all saw the movie Back to the Future, right? Is that no matter every time he went back and he changed, even if it was the littlest thing, right? It had a ripple effect and it changed everything else in the future. And the future that he knew was never the same. And no matter how many times that movie ended and we thought, oh, okay, all right, now he got everything back to normal again, the next movie would come out and things would be totally different. Nah, I wouldn't change a thing. I appreciate my failures. I appreciate the bad decisions I made. I appreciate every time I fell down. I appreciate all that pain that I went through. You know why? Because I appreciate me right now. And if I was to go back and change any one of those little things, I don't know if I'd be the Pablo Rivera that's sitting right here, standing right here right now. I don't know if I'd be that person. And man, when I look at myself in the mirror with every flaw that I have and with every piece of greatness that I have, I'm like, man, you are phenomenal. Keep up the good work. Keep grinding. Keep falling. Keep getting back up again. Keep enjoying that path. Keep enjoying that journey. Keep changing that to a different destination because it's never going to stop. I got that watch me make it happen in me, and I will always be wanting more. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be left wanting because I appreciate me and I appreciate every step of the way of me being me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And this whole week that's coming in front of you now, you're going to have some highs. You're going to have some lows. You're going to have some just mundane parts, but that doesn't mean your life can't be fulfilled because that's not for you. Told you, those meh moments, that's not for you. That's opportunity to make it better. All right? So if yesterday wasn't feeling good for you, try it again one more day. All right? I know that you have the resources inside of you. I know that I got the resources inside of me to make one more day phenomenal, to make one more day great, right? And during this day that I already know I got the resources for to make it great and to make it phenomenal, during this day, I'm going to acquire those resources that I need to make tomorrow great, to make tomorrow phenomenal, for me to love myself a little bit more, for me to appreciate myself a little bit more, right? And then after tomorrow, I'm going to acquire those resources again to be able to do it again one more day. I'm not going to think about the final destination. I'm not going to think about every trial and tribulation that's going to happen between now and then. I got this brick in my hand. And I'm going to lay this brick down with such perfect placement that when I grab the next one, it's going to set me up to be able to place that next one with perfect placement. And before you know it, I'm going to have a beautiful canvas that I can paint on. You can too. Say it. Watch me make it happen. All right? I hope that this inspired you. I hope that this actually helped you so that you can make this week a phenomenal and fantastic week. Be great, right? If it is helping you, call somebody up, right? Play it for them. Like the video, share the video, follow me, subscribe, whatever it is, right? Assist me. This is why I keep saying join the movement. Assist me in perpetuating positivity. And until then, until next Monday, my name is Pablo Rivera. Watch me make it happen.
Head on my shoulders when I'm in motion, I'm focused, thoroughly thought of my plans and the execution. You notice, ain't no time to think about it, only time to react. Your intuition under pressure, weighing down on your back. I scribble thoughts in my palm, I see it when I get home. Organize my inner visions while I'm chilling